He is born on June 24, 1987, in Rosario, Argentina, a city that smells like river water and burning ambition. His father is a steel factory worker. His mother cleans other people's houses. The hospital is public, the room is shared, and no one is stationed at the door. There is nothing extraordinary about the circumstances of his arrival, except for the way he moves, even as a toddler, toward anything round. By age 4, he is already at Grandoli, a local club so small it barely qualifies as one. His grandmother Celia walks him to training. Not his father, not his mother, her. She is the one who sees it first. That thing behind his eyes when the ball arrives at his feet. A stillness, a certainty, the quiet of a boy who has already found the only language he will ever fully trust. His grandmother dies when he is 10. He scores his first professional hat-trick and points to the sky after every one. He never stops doing it. Some loyalties don't expire. At 6, he joins Newell's Old Boys. Coaches begin noticing immediately, not because he is loud, not because he demands the ball, but because the ball finds him. He doesn't shout for it. He moves into space with the patience of someone who already knows the ball is coming. Kids scream and scramble. He glides. His primary school teacher will remember him years later with a single phrase. He was small, and he was quiet. Both of those things would almost end his story before it began. At 11, a diagnosis. Growth hormone deficiency. His body is not producing what it needs. He hasn't grown since he was 9. Without treatment, he will reach a maximum height of roughly 4 feet, 7 inches. The injections cost £1,000 a month. His family earns nothing close to that. Newell's Old Boys covers the expense briefly, then stops. They cannot justify the cost for a boy who has not yet grown into his promise. He injects himself in the leg every night. Alone, no noise about it. This is the first time the world tells him his body is wrong. It will not be the last time he answers without words. By 13, Barcelona has heard about him through a chain of phone calls, intermediaries, and a scout who watches grainy footage and tells his superiors, "I believe this boy comes from a different planet." The boy is flown to Spain with his father. At the trial, some board members look at his frame and suggest he is better suited for indoor football or table football. He scores 5 goals in the trial. The coach is convinced within 2 minutes. The contract is written on a paper napkin. $1,000 a month in growth hormone treatments. A spot in La Masia, Barcelona's famed youth academy. Everything he knows. His grandmother's kitchen, the red clay of Rosario, his friends, his mother left behind. He is 13 years old. He does not cry publicly. At La Masia, his teammates give him a nickname almost immediately. El Mudo, the mute one. It is not meant as an insult. It is simply the most accurate word available. He does not speak unless spoken to. Does not seek attention. Does not command a room. He arrives, he trains, he returns to his room. The other boys celebrate small victories with noise. He processes his in complete silence. A different kind of mind at work, interior, precise, turned entirely inward. Introversion, in a world that worships volume, reads as weakness. It is not. It is architecture. He is building something the others cannot see yet. He makes his official first-team debut for FC Barcelona on October the 16th, 2004. He is 17. The Camp Nou holds 99,000 people. He steps onto the pitch and the crowd erupts. He looks calm, not because he isn't feeling it, but because the noise of 99,000 strangers is still quieter than the noise inside a boy who spent 3 years homesick in a foreign country, injecting hormones into his own leg while missing the grandmother who first walked him to training. He has already survived louder things than applause. Between 2005 and 2012, the trophies begin stacking. 4 Champions Leagues, 7 La Liga titles. His Ballon d'Or wins arrive like clockwork. First, second, third, fourth. The world begins the argument that will consume the next 2 decades. Greatest of all time. He doesn't engage with the argument. He never does. People who know him, really know him, say the same things. He drives his children to school. He takes his family to the same local restaurant, a simple place where they reserve a quiet back room. He plays football with his sons in the garden. He has known his wife, Antonella, since they were children in Rosario. His inner circle numbers perhaps 4 people. He does not seek to be liked by many people. He seeks to be understood by a few. This is the geometry of an introverted mind. Not small, just precise. On the pitch, it makes him terrifying. He sees the game the way a chess grandmaster sees a board, not the pieces that are moving, but the spaces between them. He never shouts for the ball. He simply positions himself where it will arrive 2 seconds before anyone else has calculated that it should. Tackles come in, and his body shifts elastically away. Not fleeing, not fighting, just not quite there. As if he has already seen the future and quietly relocated. His former teammate Javier Mascherano once said something that cuts to the core of it. Messi is 2-3 players at once, but they are all interior players, all operating inside the same silent, extraordinary mind. Then comes Argentina, and here the introvert meets his hardest wall. At 24, the armband is placed on his arm. Captain. The nation's weight, pressed directly onto shoulders that were built for something different. Captaincy is a social job. It requires vocal command, emotional transmission, the ability to drag 11 men into a shared belief. Diego Maradona could do it by simply walking into a room. Cristiano Ronaldo does it by reminding everyone, constantly, loudly, that he is the best. Messi does it by winning, but for Argentina, winning keeps slipping away. 2007, Copa America, Final. 2014, World Cup, Final. 2015 Copa America Final, 2016 Copa America Final. Each one a door that opens and then closes. The country turns on him the way countries turn on quiet men, confused by the silence, desperate for a performance of suffering that never comes. He announces his retirement from international football in 2016, then returns. Because quiet men are not without conviction, they are simply not interested in explaining it to you. The Copa America. Argentina win. He falls to his knees on the pitch. He is sobbing, completely unguarded. The most private man in football, undone in public, on the grass in front of millions. Not performing grief, not manufacturing a moment. Just, finally, allowed to be seen. Then 2022. Qatar. The World Cup final against France. The greatest match ever played in the tournament's 92-year history. Argentina win on penalties. He lifts the trophy, the only thing left to win. He stands there for a long moment. No speech prepared, no roar into the camera. Just a man holding what he spent 35 years earning, in the only way he knew how, quietly, relentlessly, and entirely on his own terms. His 8 Ballon d'Or awards sit somewhere in a building he rarely visits for ceremonies. He has been described as more famous than Coca-Cola. He laughed when someone told him that. He still doesn't quite know what to do with the noise of being the greatest. He never did. He still drives his kids to school, still returns to the same small table in the same quiet restaurant, still talks more fluently with his left foot than he ever has with words. Because from the beginning, the ball was the only place he was never told he was too small, never told he was too quiet, never handed a microphone and asked to perform his greatness for a room that needed it explained. On the pitch, the silence worked. The silence was the genius, and every introvert who was ever told to speak up, to take up more room, to be louder, to want more attention, to justify themselves to a world that reads quiet as empty. He is the answer, not in a speech, in 35 years of showing up, saying nothing, and being undeniably, irreversibly there. El Mudo, the mute one, the greatest of all time. If you liked this video, do hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more amazing videos like this. Share your thoughts in the comment section. Let us know how you liked this video and tell us which topic you'd like us to cover next. We read every single one.